Alright, ladies and gentlemen, this is Sports Dom coming back with another video. And this is my Arizona Diamondbacks at Toronto Blue Jays Game 3 preview. So the Toronto Blue Jays clinched the series yesterday. They lead the series 2-0. We have to avoid getting swept, getting ready for Atlanta. I have the Arizona Diamondbacks lineup card for you, and we're going to get into this right now. Pay attention. Here it comes. Batting first, the leadoff spot, playing second base, Ketel Marte. Batting second, playing third base, Emmanuel Rivera. Batting third, playing left field, Lourdes Gurriel Jr. Batting fourth, the cleanup spot, playing first base, Christian Walker. Batting fifth, doing the DHing today, Evan Longoria. Batting sixth, playing center field, Corbin Carroll. Batting seventh and doing the catching, Carson Kelly. Batting eighth, playing shortstop, Nick Ahmed. Batting ninth and playing right field today, Jake McCarthy. And on the mound for the Arizona Diamondbacks, he is 5-1 with a 3.75 ERA. Ladies and gentlemen, Tommy Henry. So we got to get Tommy some run support. I feel comfortable with Tommy Henry on the mound. It's unfortunate Zach Gallen just didn't have his stuff yesterday, and he took his fourth loss of the season. We got to get Tommy Henry his sixth win of the season. Let's make him 6-1. Let's salvage this series, and let's go in there and get our 53rd win of the season. Let's go back up to 12 games above 500. Both teams come in at 52-41. It's Yusei Kikuchi on the mound for the Toronto Blue Jays. He's 7-3 with a 4.24 ERA, 96 strikeouts. And Tommy Henry on the mound for the Arizona Diamondbacks. He's 5-1 with a 3.75 ERA, 51 strikeouts. So we got to take advantage of Kikuchi's high ERA, and we got to get Tommy some run supports early and often, and we got to come out and win this game. We got to salvage this series. Go in there, beat Toronto in the Rogers Center, and come out with our 53rd win of the season. Let's go back up to 12 games above 500, and tomorrow's an off day, so they get a Monday off, and then Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday series with the Atlanta Braves in Atlanta. So that's going to be tough. And then I believe after that we got Cincinnati. As soon as it loads, I will let you know. But tough series is coming up. As you know, Atlanta, they're no joke. They're going to be tough. They're going to be at home. They're going to want to kick the crap out of us. So it's at Atlanta, and then the weekend series at Cincinnati, and then home against St. Louis, and then we get an off day, and then we're home against Seattle, and then at San Francisco, and at Minnesota. So it doesn't get any easier, and we have to win this game today, salvage this series, and get ready for Atlanta and try and go in there and somehow steal a couple from the Atlanta Braves. It's not going to be easy, and I think they beat us in our home stadium. So we got to go in there. We got to get the win. First and foremost, we got to take this game. Somehow they got to solve these Blue Jays. Somehow they got to win this game and get back in the playoff hunt, and try and somehow get back in the lead in the division. The last I looked, I think they're like 2 games behind the Dodgers now. And the D-backs own announcers even said they're probably not going to catch them. Now that the Dodgers have the lead again, they're not going to lose it again. And if the Diamondbacks don't start winning, they're probably not going to hold on to the wild card. They're hanging on by a thread in the wild card. But he said if they lose this game today, it's probably going to be tough for them because Atlanta's probably going to beat them. Cincinnati may beat them. And teams are going to be too far ahead then to be able to catch up. They for some reason just stopped caring about winning baseball games, and hopefully today they can get whatever's in their heads out of their heads and start winning again, become the team they were in the first half of the season, and get back on the winning track, string some wins together, get back up to 16 games above 500, and try and get that wild card, because I'm with the D-backs announcers. The Dodgers aren't gonna lose this division again. So unfortunately, we got to try and get that wild card spot. I don't want the wild card spot. I want to go in as the division champion, so we get the series at home. But they decided they didn't want to keep winning, so it's costing them too. It really is, and you can see it's costing them baseball games. Torey Lovello's got to do something. I don't know what the hell happened in the second half of the year, but they got to come out swinging. They didn't put up a good showing yesterday, but they got to come out today, win this game, put some runs on the board for Tommy Henry, and try and salvage this series, get back on the winning track, avoid getting swept. So their first sweep of the year was against the Mets. That's where all their records they were holding, they lost them against the Mets. I don't know what happened. I don't know why they decided they wanted to not win games anymore, but they started struggling even before that, even against Philadelphia, where they lost that series 3-1. They were struggling before that. They lost the series to Atlanta, and then they swept Detroit, lost to Philly, won the series against Cleveland, won the series against Milwaukee, beat Washington to complete that sweep in the 1-gamer, lost the series to San Francisco, lost the series to Tampa Bay, won the series with the Angels, got swept by the Mets, won the series with Pittsburgh, and then it was the All-Star break. So they got to get back on the winning track, avoid getting swept by the Toronto Blue Jays. Come on, Tommy Henry. Get him that win. Guys, got to get run support for Tommy Henry. The players I will be watching today: Christian Walker, Ketel Marte, Lourdes Gurriel Jr., and Corbin Carroll. Them are my 4. And a mention to Evan Longoria. So 5, but 4 I'll be watching and 1 mention. So guys, comment in the comment section below on what you think. And as always, if you like my videos, like, subscribe, and hit that bell notification so you don't miss a video. This is Sports Dom. Peace. Go Diamondbacks. Try real hard to salvage this series. Beat the Blue Jays. Let's win Game 3 and go into Atlanta 12 games above 500 and try and somehow steal a couple in Atlanta and come out of there with a series win somehow, some way. They got to dig down, and then they got the red hot Cincinnati Reds. So salvage this series, avoid getting swept for a second time this year, and let's go out and beat the Blue Jays and get ready for Atlanta. Go Diamondbacks. Beat the Blue Jays. Salvage this series. Bye, guys.